everyone, this is Tammy from Tammy Colors 2, and today is episode number 7 of Sachdeva Sunday. Welcome if you have never been here before, and welcome back if you have been enjoying the series with us. It's hard to believe we've been doing it for 7 weeks now. This week is October 29th, and 2023, and we will be doing probably some of the last Halloween-y type pictures, but we'll see. You never know what we get into in the series. So today I chose a couple Prachi Dewan Sachdeva books. We're going to start with this one because I think it'll go quickly. This came out in August of 2020. If you didn't see it, it is a delightful Halloween color by number. I really have enjoyed it. It's I think it's considered to be a kid's book because it's got such large sections. But I thought we would do this witch here, and we're gonna do a little bit different thing today. I'm gonna use water-based markers because I don't use them enough. So I have some Spectrum Noir. I have all of the Spectrum Noir aqua markers that are available because me and water-based markers don't get along, but I really, really, really like these. These are really fabulous. The colors could be better. Unfortunately, there's some colors that are missing. Well, those are my alcohol markers. So let's see. So these are the aqua. I have all 4 sets. They come in sets of 12. And what I don't know is if you can buy them open stock. I'm not sure. But anyway, so they do have very bright, or at least rich, not bright, rich. But to supplement, I think I'll use my Primrosia pastels water-based markers. I do have Tombos. Do I have my Tombos in here? I should have. I do have a set of Ohuhu Skin Tone. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have my... Oh, why do I not? That's a good question. They're probably somewhere else. I'm telling you, I'm a mess. I have Tombow. Oh, I know, because I put them on a... Oh, here they are. Just can't find them. I've got all of these. The Tombos are my other favorites. I have 2 favorite sets, the aqua markers and the Tombos. So the Tombos you can buy open stock. So if we need to, we can go to the Tombos, but we'll start with the aqua markers. Anyway, let's stop talking about markers and start coloring. I do have a blotter sheet, even though they are aqua markers, because these are quite potent. And for some reason, the yellow is very strong. So let's get started. Oh. We'll start with, well, I need to do the ghost. Because the ghost is light blue. We'll do him first because I have to go to my Primrosias for my light blue color. And let's see, that would be 82, which the Primrosias just look like this. But they're really nice markers. I like the Primrosias too. I don't know what's special about them. Let's just make sure that I'm in frame. So I thought I would try this out and see how bad I am at water-based markers in this book. I should be okay. The spaces are rather small. I want to get better at it. I mean, the Tombos are really nice. I tend to have good luck with those. I said I was going to use my water-based markers more. I think you have to let them dry if you want to go back over them. I've watched a lot of water-based marker videos. I don't know how light this blue is, but it's a light blue. It counts. So how is everybody this week? Hopefully you can join in. I don't know how many people actually have this book, but I'm sure you have a Halloween Sachdeva book that you can color in. This is one of my favorite Halloweens. I have always loved the Halloween pictures in this book. We'll see. We will see how we do. So do y'all like to use water-based markers in your color by number books? I'm just kind of curious. I don't think I ever have. I use watercolor. But not water-based markers. I don't use Crayola Super Tips at all. I know a lot of people do. I have some. I have a whole set downstairs, and I never use them, probably for one simple reason, and that's because they have no names, and it's I actually numbered them all at one time, and I'm like, you know what, Crayola, you can just put labels on all these. And I have the Pipsqueaks, and they do have names. I don't know where they are right now. I left them in their box that they came in. But I never use those because I just don't use water-based markers very much. But I'll change that. So we'll come back over that later, maybe. And then 15. Oh, wait, I missed his arm. Missed his arm. Hopefully I won't be too quiet today. Alright, so that got all the ghosts. I think I've decided on marine. We'll see how this goes for the dark blue. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't show you if you've never seen these before. Hang on. The Spectrum Noirs have a brush on one side and a really, really fine tip on the other side. Really fine. I don't love brush tip markers, but I mean, I'm not exactly gonna go, oh, well, if that's my only choice, I'm not buying them. These are actually a nice brush tip. It's me and the Ohuhu brush markers that don't get along very well, to be fair. And brush markers are always more expensive, and I just don't love them enough to honestly pay the money. But as far as I know, these only come in brush tip, just like the Tombows. Tombow markers only come in brush tip. I think it'll be cool. And that one also, I think one of the reasons I don't use water-based marker is because if you want to get rid of the streaks, you're going to have to go back over it. And I'm not sure I want to color anything twice. I think that's partially why I wish I had like 10 or 20 books only, because then I'd be willing to go back and do that. But not sure that I want to take the time. I don't know if that makes me lazy or what. Now later we might go back and see if we can make the ghost shiny. So I like to play around with my books. Oh, which direction? We got a lot of sky here, don't we? Trying to not do too many spaces at once because I don't want it to be too streaky. So, interesting thing that I don't have information on. So last night, if you didn't know, short background, my dad is retired. My father is a retired police officer in my hometown, and he had to retire early because he was involved in an accident and on the job, a car accident, and it really messed him up. He's fine. He's had, I mean, it was in 2003. So, I mean, he was life flighted to Columbus because I'm from a small town in southern Ohio. And we had, for the longest time, we had a picture of the car on the refrigerator at my mom and dad's house. Broke his arm, broke his leg, broke his hip. Um, and he has had a lot of lasting effects from that. Anyway, in his retirement, he has become the city council president. He is the assistant band director at my high school. And so last night, they had a playoff game. The football team had a playoff game in Springfield, Ohio, which is a couple hours drive from my town, from my hometown. Probably a little quicker if you're not going with a band bus, but anyway, on the way home last night, so they usually have to take two buses with the kids, with the band. So the band went to the football game, obviously, and they have to take a couple buses, and they have also a van that they drive, that they now put all the instruments in, which was, it was very nice. There's been a trailer donated, which has been fabulous, and I forget, someone donated the van. It's just like a panel van. And my mom texted me while I was asleep and said that on the way home last night, actually, they had got back to town and the van got hit. And I know that there's no kids in the van. It's just a couple of the. No, my dad would have been on the band bus. I don't think he was driving the van last night, but I have to find out because I haven't talked to my parents yet. And it was hit, and the van was totaled, and the instruments were in the van. So it's gonna be a mess. I'm a little bit upset about that. But what can you do? I mean, it is what it is. You deal with it now. They were at the traffic light they were coming back into town, and mom said they were at the traffic light because when you come down into town, Waverly is like in a valley. And so you come down the hill into town, there's a traffic light, and there's a Kroger right in town. And somebody, I'm guessing, rear-ended them. I don't know. I don't understand, or hit them side, because it's not a four-way stop. It's only a three-way, northbound, southbound, and coming out of the Kroger parking lot. So I'm confused as to what happened and why the van would be totaled, because the van should be pulling the trailer. Unless they didn't take the trailer last night. Because then, if they rear-ended the van, it would be the trailer that got hit, which would be extremely sad because they just got that trailer donated to them. But mom said it was the van, so I can't wait to find out what happened last night. So of course I filmed this video early because I don't do it live, so technically today is Saturday, so they were coming home Friday night. And they always get home late. But we lost the playoff game, so I know we won't be doing any more playoffs. I can't wait to find out. You know what? It might be on the, I don't know if it would be on the Facebook page or not. I'll have to go look. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't post everything to the band's Facebook page. But, you know. Oh, you know, I didn't even see because I turned this book. See, this book is a pretty quick color. And these markers are just awesome. Aren't these cool? I really love the richness. They're not that expensive. I mean, they're not cheap. They are not budget, but they are not expensive markers. Spectrum Noirs are always more expensive for us to get here in the States. It's just the way it is. If you want Spectrum Noir stuff, it's not a cheap habit to have. I was collecting the markers for a while because you can refill them. I don't know about these. I don't think there are refills for these. But then I realized how expensive it was going to be to get the refills. So I just stopped because it would have been, I mean, you know, to get Spectrum Noir markers, they're not cheap. They're awesome markers and I love them. But I just needed a more cost-effective option. This is great because I don't have a bleed problem, which is partly on the fault of the colorist, mind you. But I do like this. I'm gonna have to. Can't believe I didn't research my markers. Of course, usually I just do things fly by the seat of my pants anyway. I'm not like making these great plans to color this page. I have got to stop being paralyzed by everything. Like, I'm just so, I don't know, I don't want to say overwhelmed, but I let all the choices paralyze me and I have to stop. It's like I have all these buddy color pages to do, and it's like I don't know what to do first. And I get paralyzed by the fact that I have so many choices. And sometimes I say to myself that I'm just going to have to stop doing buddy colors because then I have all their pages to do and I have all these other pages that I want to do, and my time is limited. My coloring time is limited. Like, I didn't even do a completed pages for September 2023 because, well, I kept forgetting. And then I've been really bad about, like, I don't even know if I can find them all. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what I did and I have a basket for me to put them in. But, like, I just throw them everywhere. Like I'll put them back or I don't put them where they're supposed to go. And I don't know why. I mean, I'm not a messy person. I'm certainly not the most organized person in the world, but I'm not bad. I keep my office organized. I may not pick it up every day, but like I at least pick it up every other day. Otherwise, because I have a bad habit of piling stuff in the floor next to my desk because I'm too lazy to go put it away when I'm done, or maybe I'm not done using it. Everything just doesn't fit on my desk, even though my desk is huge. I keep thinking about getting a really nice organizer desk. Like, one of those wraparound ones, but I have this one which has a return, but I've taken the return off and turned it into because I had to buy a standing desk because my back was hurting from sitting too much, so I need to be able to stand. That's my biggest problem with coloring is I can't figure out how to do it standing or running like on a treadmill or something like that because I've always been that way. I prefer not to sit, to be honest. I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't like to sit a lot, and I have to sit to do my job, or I can at least do my standing desk. Um, but I've never been a sitter. Like I would joke with people, and it's actually not a joke because I will actually do it. Um, like I put on like movies to watch, and I will when I'm cleaning or doing something, and I will purposefully put on something I have seen before, right? Just to play something on the TV because we don't have cable anymore. Um, and I'll stand there and watch it. I'll stand there and watch the damn 2 hour movie. Just stand there in the middle of the living room. This is how the hypnogourd, as it is known, that's from a Terry Pratchett book. If you've ever read Terry Pratchett, I tried. I didn't like it, but I have friends that are fans of Terry Pratchett, so I have learned some of the stuff. And he calls the TV the hypnogourd, and it is true, 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 true. Hypnogourd. All right, so I have colored the sky. Look how nice and pretty that is. 20 is black. They have names, not numbers, but they are named on the ends. I think I have to color my other ghosty. So we will just do that really quick. That's why I was thinking that we could do 2 pictures today, maybe, because this one is going to go so quick, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to take a break because I'm hungry. Hopefully you won't hear my stomach growling. And like I can't do like lives and stuff. I have a hard time because then I feel like I need to chat. So it's hard for me to do live videos because then I have to chat. And another thing I discovered about my Fire tablet, I can't get to the chat if I watch it on my Fire tablet, and I can't use YouTube on my iPad anymore. So I have to do it on my phone. Oh, I just need a new iPad. Just can't justify the freaking cost to use it as a TV. I mean, honestly, that's all I do with it. My husband, what I need to do is tell my husband he needs a new iPad so I can have his old one. It's usually what I do. Can I buy myself a new iPad? Sure, I could buy myself a new iPad, but I can't, like I said, I can't justify spending the money on it, um, because I'm just going to use it as a TV. I mean, that's all I'm going to use it for. Forgot to color in the R's. The A was already colored in with like black. 17 is dark green. I have a number of dark greens in here. Let's see, how many greens are we using in this one? 17 is dark green. 16 is light green. So I could do sea green and bug green. Dark green, light green. There's only 2 greens. All right, so I'm going to use meadow and bug green then. Where's my meadow? I should see it. The ends, I will be perfectly honest. Well, no, the ends do match. I was looking at them wrong. That doesn't help when I look at them wrong. So we're going to do 17 as my dark green. So have you all been coloring in your Sachdeva books, like your Prachi Dewan Sachdevas? Like, what have you worked in this week? Because I always kind of like to know what everybody's coloring in. Maybe it'll give me an idea, honestly. Sometimes I wonder if we ask people to secretly get ideas what to do next. There's like, I think the one Sachin Sachdeva book I have that is like really I have a couple that are really kids books because I have an animals color by number that is huge spaces, and it only has like 6 or 10 colors or 12, or no, it doesn't give you a color palette, it just tells you what the color is: blue, yellow, green. And that one I kind of make my I'll use like 2 different colors for the brown and stuff like that, because, well, I'm trying to make it interesting. I don't want to be simple. I'm trying to do, I want to do more pencil coloring. It's funny because I was in Colorful Dreams live yesterday, which I don't get to do much. Um, but we were chatting in the live about names for people, and like what all the colorists that were in the chat, like what's one name. And I think she said mine was Vivid because I do vivid colors, or Vibrant. Vibrant was my one word name, which is cool. But it made me realize, with the conversation made me realize, peach. Oh, that's the wrong end. Conversation made me realize that people think I color with marker a lot, and I guess I do because I don't have much time. But I'm really a pencil person. Like, I want to start doing what Colored by Maya does and just pick out double page spreads and you just work on them. And then when you're done, you're done. You know, you don't try to get them done. And that's really what, I mean, you try to get them done, but I mean, you don't necessarily try to finish them in a month. And I feel like that's what I need to do. I really need to start doing that and be more honest with what I'm able to get done. I kind of love this no bleeding thing. It's kind of awesome. 6 is yellow. I had a yellow out earlier. Those are the stars. We'll do the stars. Yep, I'm gonna have to make my ghosts shimmery or something, but I don't know what I'm gonna use. I thought it would be fun to show you guys a different marker today. Hopefully I'm not dragging my arm. I mean, they don't stay wet that long, but I mean, they do stay damp longer than alcohol markers because, well, they're water-based markers. And these colors, the colors of the water-based markers are so bright and vibrant. 2 is dark yellow. Okay, so it's kind of like an orangey color. Oh, gold. Gold is definitely dark yellow. Like I started a page, I started doing Candace's tarot coloring, and I started one page and I've never gone back to it because I was using Tombow markers and I was blending and I was having a great time, and then I just stopped doing it and I need to finish it. And I don't know why I stopped. It's because I go from page to page to page. Like I have all these pages I want to get done, and I'm like, well, I want to work on this page, I want to work on this page, and I just jump around from page to page. And I'm like, I have to stop. I have to stop that. I have to stop thinking I need to get so much done. You know, I have to color at my own pace. That's partly why I thought I had to stop doing buddy colors or something like that, because, like I said, I end up doing, not that I don't want to do those pages. I do. It's weird. I really wish I could get a handle on it. Her shoes are black. 8, they say, oh, 8 is brown, which I had pulled out earlier. Was testing the markers out on this paper on another page. Not that the colors these markers are, since I don't have that many, since there are only 48 of them, I actually have them in my little organizer and they kind of stay on my desk all the time. 3 is light purples. What does she have? Okay. Oh, do I have a light purple in anything? None of them are truly light, but we're going to go with, well, primrosy is. That is the problem with alcohol, or I find that water-based markers, it's really hard to get light colors in them. They tend to be darker. Three, are there any more 3s? All right, so what's 4? 4 is light pink. We're just gonna go with I might just do this picture, but I might do the other picture I wanted to do for a tag video that I need to get done. Actually, I got a couple of Halloween tag videos that I need to do. Let's see. I need to let that dry. And I find that they kind of look streakier in the beginning than they do in the end. Like, if you notice, look at this Primrosea. The Primrosea's water-based markers are nice. I don't know what makes them different because they look the same. Actually, this is a Cali art marker. Why do I have a Cali art marker in there? That's weird. I mean, I have Cali art markers. What the heck? I do. I have a Cali art. I got one of my Cali art markers mixed in. But see, like just an example. They look the same. They even have the same numbers. I do like the Cali art water-based markers too. Oops. I didn't even notice that. So guess they have the same. Oops, I'm sorry. I hit the microphone. Let's see. 6 is yellow again, so I need my yellow. I did get a microphone to put on my lapel, so I'm trying it out. Because my phone does a great job, but I feel like sometimes I'm trying to be quiet because maybe my husband is sleeping in the morning and I don't want to be as loud. But I thought, maybe I need a lapel mic to help pick up sound because my phone is above my head and it does an amazing job. Oh, there I go again. So we'll see. But I'm not used to having it on my lapel, and I guess I hit my microphone. Just a cheap microphone, so. Here's her hands. We'll do her hands. $10. Well, let's do 8. What is 8? 8 is brown again, so that's my chestnut. Okay, so she's got a brown thing on her hat. All right, we'll go with it. And I guess the bucket is brown. Doesn't bode well for really seeing the ore, but we'll see. What's 10? 10 is red. Oh, she's got a red dress. She's a spicy witch. We'll try the scarlet. All the reds are pink, but that doesn't mean that it won't look red when I use it. You know what I mean? She's a scarlet witch. That reminds me, because I read the Scarlet Letter, I haven't been listening to books this week, and I should do that. And I have a couple of whips that I wanted to figure out how to finish before Halloween. Still got a couple days left in the month, It's not too late. What does she have? She have a purple, yeah, she has a purple cloak. A red dress and a purple cloak. Please don't tell me my cat is meowing outside my door when the door is just pushed shut. I think he'll figure it out. He's been figuring it out lately. Oh, look, he figured it out. What, baby? I'm coloring the witch with the red dress. Is there stuff going on that you need to tell me about, hun? That's what I thought. Yeah. Yep. So much happening. The morning report time. Yeah. Oh, now he's going to lay on the floor and die. He has had breakfast. Yep. He just rolls around on the floor and talks to himself and goes, oh, I need cookies. Poor kitty. Poor kitty needs cookies. Doesn't he? Poor kitty. And I think what it is I don't like it when it's wet, but when it dries, it looks nice. Nicer if I was a little more careful with my marker. If I can, not that end. Peach. If I can. Oh my. Alright, we're going to use Heather for the purple. What? What? You had breakfast. Yes. It happened. I saw you. Oh my. What am I going to do with him? Ooh, this is a pretty color. I said the only problem is you don't get any light colors with this set. They would come out with a nice set of pastel colors. Oh, light brown. Uh-oh. Light brown. What color is light brown? I gotta look. Fawn. We'll go with fawn. It'll lighten as it dries. What's 11? 11 is magenta. That I actually have a magenta. An actual magenta color. Where is it? Here it is. Her hair is black. Okay. Well, that's true, I guess. The stereotype is witches have black hair. I totally missed that. With her pink hat. Okay, let's see. So let me do her hair. Typical Tammy, I have a pile of markers laying here. I suppose everybody does that. It's not like we put them away until we're done using them. I gotta look and see what color my moon is supposed to be. It's gonna be green cheese. 12 is purple, so I use Heather. That's because it's part of her cloak and I miss it. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Okay, I'm gonna make the inside of her mouth burgundy rather than red because we don't want it to look like she's bleeding from the mouth. And then I need to color the moon, which is 18, which is gray. Ooh, the moon is great. Now you do get a charcoal color. That's kind of a dark gray. So we're going to use the 19 from here because it's a much lighter gray. Ta-da! Look at that. Such a pretty color. That's such a pretty picture. The moon dries, it'll be nice. Apparently I have to figure out why I got a Cali art marker in here and didn't mean to. And my Primrosea markers. Do I have a marker in my Cali arts? I need to count those. Well, there we go, folks. How long have we been going? Oh, 45 minutes. Yep. Okay, then. So, thank you for coloring a picture with me in this, hopefully, Prachi Dewan Sachdeva book or another Sachdeva book. Thank you for joining me in Sachdeva Sunday. I hope y'all had a good time. And in my finished pages, I may have embellished this a little. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I may just leave it. I like my blue ghosts. But I guess I will see you in the next Sachdeva Sunday. Hope y'all have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye.